get into, right? Is it going to be the my pick specifically for the Guile? No, it's going to be the Chun-Li, and why not, right?
Okay, so he's going to be trying to control this mid-range space with some of her more extended normals, and that means you're going to be battling against the command normals of Guile.
And also the fireball game from further out, but right now they are slugging so far. Has to respect it off the medium punch from the side of Moke. Higuchi trying to create some space for himself now. But he has the life lead, he can kind of dictate the pace with the fireballs, right?
Yeah, you can see he's now like disengaging, backing off a little bit, waiting for his moments, and then trying to catch him with an off-tempo drive rush.
And Moke trying to do the same exact thing. Counter hits exchange. Higuchi still in that favorable spot. Hazanchu gonna be baiting out the rebuttal against Higuchi. Moke with the perfect parry. Now to start things off in the corner, I feel like Chun-Li's corner presence a lot more in comparison to Guile.
Yeah, a lot of upside down kicks and soul back kicks are seeing in the mid-range. Chun-Li's floaty jump up, not a great way to get in. That is one of her problems when she isn't able to dominate the neutral. Her aerial options are not particularly strong. And Higuchi, a great level of control here. He's controlling this space. He is dictating the spacing in this matchup. Can Moke force him into the corner and then start to abuse that? That OD up kicks is definitely going to help there as he puts him in there. Brave tech on the throw. Lovely whiff punish.
Oof. Now you're starting to rely on reads just a little bit, but now as this corner control happens for Moke, what's going to be the pressure like against Higuchi? Can he force him out of this corner? Can he force himself out with some of these elongated normals? And I like that. The bust out with the OD flash kick creates some significant space for himself, but he's still at the deficit. Moke with the stab.
No upside down kicks for you. Safe jump. Nice patient defense from Higuchi. He's got a huge way to come back here.
And he's got to do it now, I feel like. Especially while in burnout, drain as much as you can. I don't think he's going to be using any of his super meter just yet unless it's for the kill. So now that Moke touching grass again, it's going to be still a lot of the fireballs trying to create that opening. Oh yes! What a chase against the jump back. Showing the space hit again. Higuchi ready for the Zanchu, but nothing after it.
Oh no, and that
Big question mark.
He had the drive gauge there as well to get the double drive rush cancel and into the level 3. That may have been the kill. The scaling would have been pretty high though, so maybe not. But yeah, definitely a big mistake not to get anything off that perfect parry. And now Moke looking to come back.
That is crazy, by the way. The forward roundhouse just eliminating the level 1. And it's so much control now from the side of Moke. On the way forward, does clip Higuchi trying to press the button after a block standing medium punch, and it was slightly delayed, it felt like.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that there. Moke managing to win that mid-range game, and as I said, pushing Higuchi back into the corner. And when Moke's the one with Chun who's able to dictate what that spacing is, her neutral buttons are fantastic. Those mid-range pokes, she's able to use her walk speed as well to get in. And again, you saw him there just change the timing up, and he was able to catch Higuchi out. These guys, of course, in a community where they're forced to play each other very, very frequently, whether it's, you know, online or offline events, online ranked, they're going to have a good read on each other's defensive and offensive habits. Let's see here. What you are noticing, though, is Moke's doing some great preemptive, predictive stuff.
Right, yeah, that Hazanchu has been pretty much kind of going unscathed, though,
Stuffing with the forward medium punch as well was fantastic, and again, he's fishing for there. One of the things that Guile has to do is be preemptive in terms of his space control, though, using the soul bats and the upside down kicks. Yo, that was sensational, causing the hitbox to just completely disappear. No overhead there for you, Higuchi, as Moke buses out. No tech or delayed button there either from Higuchi. He's been very patient on defense. Difficult to open, but Moke has had the keys.
Yeah, you can see it exactly why he's had the upper hand, even in Battle Arena in Melbourne, going up 2-1, but the chip was inevitable. Higuchi getting the round here in game 2. What do you do now as Moke? Still within the range! The big punish counter coming in for the Fierce. The stab normal yet again. Let's get some corner control. Hanging out on the east side, we do get the slide past the fireball.
Nice little stance change there, and he was able to react to the Sonic Boom start up. No, the angle was off, and you see that so many times in Street Fighter 6.
We hate to see that. We genuinely hate to see that.
Higuchi gonna level it up. You know,
off of a mishap.
fortune shined down upon him.
He had the
as
right
he
call.
bore down on Moke and that angle. It's just unfortunate. It's something that happens a lot in this game where you feel like you have the right call on that anti-air option, but the horizontal trifle.
That's the question I wanted to ask. Does that still count as the right call?
Well, no, not in that case, but that's
Right.
the point, right? You know, especially if you're walking back slightly, it's so difficult to correctly identify whether the trajectories are going to line up with your horizontal movement. That's why so often it's safer to just go for a jump back light, maintain the corner control, give up some damage, give up some screen, but boy, you know how much damage can be done. You saw him catching out the level 3.
We've even seen
if
like
you're
jump
wrong,
back air throw too.
boy,
Oh.
you're wrong. Yeah, absolutely. She has got that in her locker as well. Both of them, actually. Oh, back in the corner, Higuchi finds himself trying to find his way out. That was the right angle.
We get the throws going. Not for too long, though. Obviously, Chun-Li going to have to work for it a little bit harder than most. Again, creating that space and a lot of chip damage towards the drive gauge. Ever so important. Higuchi's game plan, slow and steady, obviously. A little bit of a stagger, catching. I want to say movement against.
Yeah. I think it's just walk up. Oh, great conversion there, knowing that that was going to hit on the punish counter and drive rushing behind it. Now Higuchi in the corner. Big life deficit, and he's going to have to be proactive to get his way out. He walks into a standing light punch. Is he going to spend the 2? He is.
Absolutely.
And that is going to be the first round for Moke as well. And that's the thing you're seeing here. Both of these players are having to be proactive to try and grab hold of control in this mid-range game. They're both doing such a good job of capitalizing when they are right.
Yeah. That walk speed is doing such a tremendous work for the side of Chun-Li in this matchup
No
specifically.
full conversion there that time for Moke, but it was the same thing. Great read there. Zanchu going through the Sonic Boom, and we're back in the corner. The overhead, the harvest.
Ah, he caught a parry this time. The mix. Very potent for the side of Moke. That's just like nuts. I thought that was going to be like a pixel.
Yeah, I thought he was going to have one more guess, but it took him over the line, and Moke looking to get this one over the line and advance into the next stage of this tournament. 2-1 up now.
A huge difference from the last time they fought each other not too long ago.
Yeah, drive rush goes underneath that stand light punch. Nice to see everyone adjusting here.
And the overhead connects. A little bit of a... Okay,
He actually
like
did bait it out, and it didn't hit anything either, so...
Couldn't even tell you what it was. Punish counter a little bit too far for the conversion. The jump in is clean.
Oh, and for the first time, Higuchi's actually looking at the other corner of the stage. Beautiful answer, that upside down kick. You saw him drag for it in, I think, the second game. A sensational answer to Zanchu. Great tech there. He's got a big life lead. The counter hit, bouncing him off the ground.
And we love that too. The counter hit, we were just talking about that in the green room. I love that addition to Guile's kit. You get the big conversion, starting things off from the side of Moke. Forward throw now. What's the pressure going to be looking like? Just outside of the range. Higuchi ready for it as well with a big but crouching medium punch punish counter. So much estate gained for him.
Yeah, 2 big miscalculations in spacing of cost Moke potentially here. But he is still a game up. Nice block on that overhead. Finds himself back in the corner again in Higuchi. Is that a sign that Higuchi is able to now impose himself a bit more on the neutral? He's going to have to fight his way out of here. He's got the burnout, the walk-up throw, and it's almost even.
This is going to be the big equalizer. He could chip him to death if Higuchi finds it. Yeah, absolutely.
Tried to get over the baby boomers, but the air legs was not enough. Higuchi levels it up. We're going to a game 5. And is this the first game 5 we've seen so far?
I believe so. On top of that, why was Moke in such a rush to dump out the drive gauge during that block sequence? I was so kind of worried about like where he was going to go with it, right? He had the first drive rush and then eventually did it again off of a cancel. That is so detrimental to your drive gauge, obviously. And just the momentum being built, you are at the deficit, sure, but I was so surprised he decided to just go full offensive.
I think this game is so rewarding in terms of like backing yourself and betting on your own decisions. He obviously made that decision that he felt like he was going to be able to open up Higuchi, but that's the big risk, right? We've seen that a couple of times where people have made hard reads, hard decisions, they haven't come off and they had to pay for it, and that's another one. There's 3 big decisions for Moke that have just not worked out for him. Tap parry, another one that doesn't work there, taking the 2K. Oh,
again.
No!
Not the same effect if you were to have a cross-cut DP, I'll tell you that much. Just at the sharp angle, Higuchi avoiding the up kicks yet again. And now Higuchi playing the rest of the stage out.
Nice.
Carry on the way through.
That was a great counter poke there from Higuchi with the challenge.
Excellent call. Ooh! Instant air legs. Catching the opportunity. Higuchi wanted to go for that side switch,
not
obviously.
a double overhead. Oh my word. And Moke, spend it. We're going to a set point now.
I like that. It's kind of like redemption from the previous round in comparison, right? He tried to go for like the throw bait off with like the drive rush cancels. He went for that forward round. So I was like, all right, if you're not going to punch this way, I'll force it out of you for the next one.
OD flash kick on that green stuff.
Oos.
Okay. The architect of his own demise here, surely, if this doesn't work out for him. Higuchi, of course. Excellence of execution, attacking that drive gauge. Oh my word, the corner carry was ludicrous.
Damage on top of that as well. And now look at that, shaving down the drive gauge. Moke forcing himself into the burnout, but does get the opportunity for offense.
No!
He committed to the string, into the fireball. Nice and easy, Moke. Getting called out with that DI from the side of Higuchi. Looking at match point for both. Final round.
So here's the thing. Moke's been winning the neutral. He has been beating Higuchi, but Higuchi's been out-reading him. And this is why we've got to a final game, final round. Higuchi, huge life lead though here in the corner.
Oh, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be more than enough. Just a DI to catch Higuchi off guard. Moke ends it in a